Hello, in this video I will explain inheritance, polymorphism and how transaction works in this program. Now inheritance is used by creating a base class called transaction. This class stores common things like amount, executed status, reversed status and date. It also has methods like execute, rollback and print. The other class like deposit transaction, withdraw transaction and transfer transaction inherit from this transaction class. This means they reuse the common code and only add their own specific behavior. For example, deposit transaction handles deposit, withdraw transaction handles withdrawals, transfer transaction handles transfers. So inheritance helps reduce repeated code and keep the program organized. Now polymorphism means one method can behave differently depending on the objects. In this code, all transaction classes override methods like execute, rollback and print. Even though all transactions use the same method names, each works differently. For example, execute in deposit transaction adds money, while execute in withdraw transaction removes money. Now, how one method performs any kind of transaction in this bank class. There is a method execute transaction. This method takes a transaction type as input. Because all transaction classes inherit from transaction, we can pass any of them deposit, withdraw, or transfer. So when we call execute transaction, it automatically calls the correct execute method based on the object type. This is a polymorphism action. Now what changes are needed to add a new transaction type? To add a new transaction type like a fee transaction, we can just create a new class that inherits from transaction. Then we override method like execute and print. No major changes are needed in the bank class because it already accepts any transaction type. This makes the system flexible and easy to extend. Now advantages of inheritance. Inheritance reduces code duplication because common code is written once in the parent class. It also makes the structure clearer and easier to manage. Now advantages of polymorphism. Polymorphism also allows one method to work with different type of objects. It makes the code more flexible and easier to extend. It also reduces the need of multiple separate methods. Overall, inheritance and polymorphism makes the system cleaner, reusable, and easy to extend.